Chat, good morning, man. Welcome back to the streams. What's good, everyone? How we doing? Good morning. Yo. Chat, we are back. Here we are. Cool. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the streams. Come say hi if you're here. How's everyone doing? Happy Monday. Happy end of March. What's good? What's good? What's good? So, chat, it's an exciting day today. Who's here? What's good? High Life, Triz, Malinko, JJ, what's good? How are you all doing? All right, chat. Look, we have a lot of potential for today, so let's get into the stream. Gold is absolutely ripping, I can't lie. Absolutely ripping. What's good, Malinko? What's good, me? Christian, good morning. What's up, man? Okay, nice. So, chat, let's take a look at price. Let me just do one thing quickly. I need to, actually, no, we're good. All right, cool. So, chat, this morning we did actually catch a nice little position running up into, yeah, I can explain the trade for sure. The problem is here, chat, that we have the weekly time frame has popped up with no real liquidity grabbed. You've essentially just driven up like 500 pips. Daily time frame, same thing, obviously, because it's Monday. The thing we do need to look at as well is the monthly candle here is closing in about 13 hours, right? Because obviously it's the end, even though it's a brand new week, it is the end of March. So the monthly candle is going to be closing here at the end of today on the New York close. So today's not going to be a week. No, the weekly will still be open, but the monthly will be closed, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's how it works. But essentially, as well as that, we have the 4 hour now. The new 4 hour came down and grabbed a little bit of liquidity, started to flip. You actually did reflip here, and now you re-flipped. So you flipped, reflipped, and then re-flipped, if that makes sense. And now, yeah, you're starting to push back up. So obviously, we have no structure here on the 1 hour. I would like to see specific levels get tapped, such as I'd like to see 30.90 get tapped. I would like to see, if we drop to the 4 hour, I'd like to see us come down if we could and tap into this 30.48 level. However, that is absolutely miles away now. That might be towards the end of the week if we are going to do it. But yeah, chat, look. But right now, what I'm going to have to do is drop down to the lower time frames. The main problem we have here is you have really no structure, like barely any. In fact, I think we might have to drop down to the 5 minute, which is crazy, but we're going to have to do it. So your levels are very simple now on the 5 minute. You have 3124.9, which is crazy to say. I remember trading 2100, so 2100. Now we're trading 3100. Anyway, 3115 is a level. And then if you come down a little bit further, you've got room down until 3106, right? These are our levels. They're quite clean, if I'm honest. The only real concern is obviously that the 5 minute structure's only a 5 minute candle, right? We don't have much on the 30 minute or the 1 hour. We could wait to see that being formed. Obviously, we still need to pay attention to the higher time frame as well, but yeah, we need to build a picture using those 5 minute levels. So for now, chat, that is the analysis. These are our levels right here. And we're gonna have to wait and see if something can print nicely for us. But chat, one thing I'm gonna say this morning and towards the end of this week or the start of this week and going into the end of the week, we need to be focused on market structure throughout this week. It's going to be massively important. When you're at all-time highs, it's so important to understand market structure. I want you guys to focus on actually seeing if you can catch the low of the market structure. So as we're pushing up here with higher highs, higher lows like this, I want you guys to see, we're going to try and catch the lows. So the trade that I took earlier was right here, and we rode it all the way back up. And when you do that, firstly, you're a lot safer. Secondly, you have a lot higher of an opportunity to allow yourself to get runners. That's going to be the focus for this week. What's good, Mark? New week, new candle colors. Morning, mate. What's good, mate? How you doing? Yeah, new candle colors. Jay, new chart colors Unreal. Yeah, I like it, right? I think it's pretty clean, to be honest. I'm a big fan of these colors. They're quite easy to spot as well. Let me take the trades taken off. Wait, stream record, no. Trades taken. There you go. Yeah, so sorry, Malenko asked me to explain the trade that I took earlier. I will gladly do so. Give me 1 second here. So, I'm actually going to do a breakdown of this trade live on stream, just because it makes a lot more sense to do it that way, but I might post this to YouTube as well. Obviously, when we entered into the trade, I'm just going to delete this quickly. When we entered into the trade, none of this structure existed, right? None of this structure existed. We looked like this, right? Essentially, we looked a little bit like this. Now, the 1 hour, if you look right here, the 1 hour closed, okay? It closed above like this, right? Closed above very strong, and then made a bottom wick down towards the bottom of the range, as you can see right there. Now, when you did that, essentially, what happened was we tapped into some key levels here. You have a level round at 31.07 on the 15 and the 30 minute, that is. Now, once you tapped into that, for me, that's a very strong continuation sign, especially since what I was telling you guys earlier, the market structure right now, it was so clear. You have essentially a higher high, higher low being made, another higher high, and now you come down and grab liquidity, retesting this low in the process in order to come back up like that. Obviously, I couldn't really just take it off that retap alone. You could have done if you wanted to, but it didn't actually come all the way to my level. However, you started to reject here and form some structure on the lower time frame. So what did we do? We looked on the lower time frame. Now, I wanted to take a position off this 5 minute no bottom wick, but it wasn't no bottom wick perfectly, right? You can see there's a small little tiny wick on that candle. So because of that, I was unable to take that. However, when this 5 minute closed here, even though it closed extremely weak bullish, I wanted to take a position off of it, but because it closed weak bullish, I needed another confirmation. That confirmation for me was the fact that this next 5 minute candle open came down, rebroke both of these lows, and then rejected. Once that candle flipped, that was my entry right there. Now, as you can see, we're combining confluences. So we have, first of all, the 1 hour breakout closure above, okay? Then you have the wick coming down here and grabbing liquidity. That's your wick entry. Then on the 5 minute as well, you have a sky dweller play being formed, and you rebroke the lows and then rejected, meaning there's no real reason for this to rebreak the lows and reject and flip if it was going to continue down. After it rebroke the low, it should have just either continued, or once it rejects, now that low is pretty safe. It shouldn't really be rebroken. Okay? But after that, what we decided to do as well, I decided to do, was place my stops not just below this low, which you could have done. I was happy to take a little bit more risk. We placed our stops below these wicks to the left, just in case we did actually want to come down and tap into the level exactly. Just, you know, I've been stopped out in positions before where it's the exact same position, but you put your stops below this low, it will do something like this, come down, break the low, tap into the level, and then reject. So I didn't want that to happen. So we placed our stops below this structure to the left, very simply. And then all you have to do is essentially watch these little 5 minute closures and the 1 minute closure. I watched the 1 minute very, very tightly here. When this 1 minute closed above as well, that was a key confirmation for me that we have a break in market structure on the lower time frame. And as you can see, it just decided to run pretty much straight back up. Now, once we got to this high here, breaking these highs and tapping into this level on the left-hand side, this 1 minute structure right here, as you can see, you have a big bit of structure here, as well as a wick rejection to the left. We moved our stop loss to break even, okay, and we closed half of the position at around 16 pips. 20 pips, whatever, something like that, 16, 20 pips, something like that. Anyway, watching 5 minute closures very tightly, especially since there was a no 5 minute bottom wick here. Obviously, the overall play right there was that 30 minute and 4 hour and 1 hour wick entry. Your advantage point there, regardless of whether this wants to push up or continue down, is that flip. The candle should flip at some point, and then afterwards we can decide what it's going to do. Now, once that candle started to push up, I was very, very confident. Just again, watch the lower time structure, And as you can see, it just decided to continue up nicely. We actually closed another partial right here at around whatever it was, 30 pips or something like that, 35. And then after that, we had like a 20% runner, something like that. We let it go. And what happened was this, right? I actually closed full on the position around about 49 pips, 50 pips. So around here, as you came up to target this top wick to the left, but obviously we ran after that. But as you guys know, we're not trying to capture the entire move. All you try and capture here is essentially a bit of the move. You want to catch a little bit of the move. You don't need to capture the whole thing. You get your piece of the pie and then you dip. And that's exactly what we did. Very clean trade to start off the Monday. And yeah, can't really complain, to be honest. Does that make sense? Yeah, my throat hurts so bad, I can't lie. Thanks, bro. Yeah, no worries, man. Not in the signal group, but took a similar trade. Learning is key. Learning is very key. Pause? Pause for what? Wait, can I get my annotations back or no? Apparently not. All right, we're gonna have to redo the drawings. Your throat hurting? Oh, crazy, yeah, fair. It does hurt. Lemon drink? We got some on the weekend and I drank them all. Overconsumption, Ben, honestly. All right, but these are your levels here. Again, very clean levels. I think you do have one here as well, to be honest, which you have just tapped into. You have just retested as well. Interesting. Yeah, let's actually just focus on these. So you have retested these levels right now. You might make a push back up here. 15-minute closed. How? Closed bullish. No bottom wick on the current 15. Chat, my voice hurts so bad. I'm gonna have to talk quietly for the rest of the stream, to be honest. Chat, I have another video coming out tomorrow though. That is essentially a sick trading video. It's a real in-depth breakdown of my strategy, like extremely in-depth breakdown. And essentially what we're gonna do is just, what it is everything you need to know about how I find my levels, how I trade support and resistance, all of that sort of thing. So don't miss it. Extremely valuable. I might also do a trade breakdown for the one I just did here, but put it on YouTube as well. I think they're valuable. I think they're really, really valuable. Okay, anyway, how are you guys doing? How was your week last week? How's your month been in March? March is coming to an end right now. Hopefully you guys had a good month. Do you prefer going PE based on structure or also regarding pips? Structure, always. Always structure. Yeah, drop a like if you haven't already. Yo, wait, I need to go get like a tea or some shit. All right, I'm back. Still gonna trade after the 50 pips, my boy? Yeah, 100%, bro. I will do. I'm gonna look for some positions here later on. Not later on now as well, but if something forms. Great month. I signed up for your courses. Let's go, Christian. How's it going, man? How are the courses going for you? How's the program? First profitable month since joining TRLS. Got my strategy and discipline in place. Thanks, brother. Let's go, Ben. Good stuff, man. Yeah, I'm really glad to hear that, brother. I've been updating my journals for every account I have a journal. Nice, Danny. Lots of learning and the breakdowns are on point. Christian, I'm glad to hear it, brother. That's really good to hear. Yo, I don't know what happened to my voice right now. Oh, it really hurts every time I speak. It's called commitment, chat. You know, I'm gonna move this super close and then just whisper into the mic like this. But chat, the thing is, we have you do have a essentially structure being made here on the lower time frame, right? You have a 5-minute tapping into the level, rejecting. Now you rebroke that low, you're pushing back up again. You also have a 30-minute closure here in about, what, 6 minutes? So that should give you some sort of idea on how we're going to continue to push here, or if we're going to continue to push, right? What's good, Yash? How's it going? Yeah, chat, this is interesting. All right, 5-minute closed at the level, pretty much. You are respecting this level quite a lot. I can't lie. You are respecting the level. So let's see what we do here, chat. Let's see. Chat, also, is my microphone still cutting out or no? Are we good? Like, 'cause sometimes at the start of my sentences, it cuts out. I have ordered, they're gonna arrive today, those little like foam insulating panels. Hopefully they work. Yeah, I feel like I can taste blood as well. That's not nice. What are you training today? What am I training today? Back? Maybe. Mr. A, what's good? Best trading community I've ever witnessed. Hats off. Much love from India, brother. Hey, I appreciate it, my friend. That means a lot, man. Yeah, it truly is, man. I think it is genuinely the best trading community. If you're not in the Discord already, make sure you are, because the Discord's insane. The community is so valuable. As long as you make the most of it, right? Jump in, ask questions, send messages, all that good stuff. You're gonna get so much free value out of it. See, look at this rejection now, chat. Do you have a sky dweller forming? Not yet. I don't think so. I genuinely think we're gonna start to struggle to push here. We've been pushing up for so long. It has to reject at some point and grab some liquidity, right? It looks like we want to do it right here. To me, I think we're struggling right now. What's good, F9? How's it going, brother? Long time no see. By the way, the clocks went back yesterday, so the time and the 4-hour closes are back to normal, right? Yeah, perfect. Question is, where do we want to reject from? Where do we want to grab liquidity at? And also, how are we gonna make structure here? Because you need structure, right? Until we have good structure, really nothing we can do. You are starting to range on the 5 minute, which is actually a good sign for us. How was your weekend, bruv? Hope she was a goodie. It was a great weekend, man. Yeah, it was a great weekend. Chat, how was your guys' weekend? Hopefully you guys are good. Hopefully the weekend was great. I actually hit a PB, you know. I hit 140 kilogram for 2 on bench. Which was sick. Finally had a day off on Monday, so yeah, congrats. Early Asian. Was on the chart, went to the toilet, come back and it was gone. Got 10 pips though. Alright, W, bro. Yeah, my voice hurts so fucking bad. What's going on? Always means the weekend was great. Nah, I didn't even do anything like that. That would make a lot of sense, right? But it's not even that. Need honey? Yeah, I actually do. See, if you save the lemon drink, it's greedy. I know, Ben. I know. Trust me, I'm feeling the pain right now. We move, though. We move. Look, 30-minute close weak here. I mean, it's not too weak on the 30, but the 15 is very weak. That's a big rejection there on the 5. I think you're going to start to see a push down towards the bottom of this range, potentially. Okay. Chat, 1 second. 1 second. I'll be back in a second. All right, okay, I'm back. Wickfield tapping into the top of the range? Yeah, maybe. You did come down and make a bottom wick here, chat, but for me, this is not what I want here. I think we need to grab a lot more liquidity. I expect to see to be honest, you can tell by the way the candles look, right? The candles are slowly getting smaller and smaller throughout this push. If you look, we have a big expansion, big expansion, big expansion, so-and-so, and then suddenly the candles are getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. That means that the push is exhausting, right? As in, there's less and less liquidity to drive up. You're struggling to move up a little bit further, which means we need to see a nice little retracement to refuel, grab that liquidity, and then you can continue up, right? That makes sense? Been up since Asian, then too long push. Also looks scary on the 1 hour candle, no bottom wick, and 4 hour already has a big top wick. Exactly. Exactly, yeah, it's very difficult to take anything right now. I think, to be honest, yeah, like I said, the main thing we need to do here is wait for that little liquidity grab, whether it's at 115, wherever it is. But chat, if I'm truly honest, I might actually have to go rest my voice. I feel like I'm losing it or something. I don't know, but it's difficult right now. You did break the lows. Let's see, chat though. We go live for NY session? Yeah, most likely I will do in the Discord anyway. I'm not ending the stream right now. I'm gonna stay for a little bit longer, but let's see. Google Translate, then write what you're gonna say and let Google speak it? Crazy. That's insane. Maybe. Yeah, why don't we get Eugene to run the stream? That's a shout. I'll ring him up. Just be like, yo, can you chat for me? You couldn't trust him. He'd end up saying some bullshit. All right, pushing down here. See, look what I said. You need to come and tap into that level, right? And that's what we're starting to do here. 1 hour flipped as well, chat. See, perfect. Look at that analysis. That is textbook analysis right there. Absolutely textbook. That's why you have to wait for liquidity, chat. Yeah, it's really important. All right, we got the magical T. Hopefully this can restore me. These mods need a spanking. There's no mods in here, right? What's going on? Literally not one mod. Oh, yeah, you're right. Ben, we need to have a word. Have a word with them in the Discord. I'm gonna have to start reshuffling the mod structure. People are gonna have to get fired. Who we firing though? Eugene's definitely getting fired. 100%. Same situation on the 30-minute? Yeah, but look, I don't like the 1 hour. All the confluences on my trade aligned, right? The 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 30, the 5, every single thing lined up. But on this one, the 1 hour is not really good. Nor is the 15. So you need like all the confluences to line up. Short Kings? Who's the Short Kings? Is it just you? Do you have any more Short Kings in the chat? Eugene? Eugene's one. This tea is about to burn my mouth even more. But it might help. What did you take off stream? We took a nice little 50 pip win from, we actually could have held it for like 150, but you know the vibes. We took this. That was the position I took. I actually closed like perfectly. No, actually I closed up here, my bad. It was actually like this. There you go, this one. But yeah, it was such a clean position. I think you'll survive it for a while. Eugene and triple threat? Crazy. Was it based off a higher time frame? Yeah. I mean, no, it's based off every time frame. I did an explanation of it about 10, 20 minutes ago. Like a really in-depth explanation. I'll also post it on YouTube as well. I'll also post it on YouTube. But look at this, 5 minute no bottom wick at the bottom of the range. Next 5 minute, if that closes bullish and pushes up, that would have been clean, but it's not going to do it. Also, now the 4 hour close is an hour later, so chat, this T is helping like crazy. All right, we might be good. We might be good here. Watched the pigeon short last night, absolute banger. Yeah, as a screamer, right? I think that's a really good shot. I wonder if it's doing well. Wait, how many views has it got? Oh, yeah, it's got like 500 views. It's alright, that's not really that good, but... Rental Rock's commented get back to work underneath it. It's crazy. Mods of Pip and Dip is confirmed. What's good, Noodle Holtz? First mod to show up on stream and we're an hour and 20 minutes in. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna fire all my mods. The first mod just turned up to the stream and we've been streaming for an hour and 30 minutes. Surely we need to restructure this. That is diabolical. Yeah, I got host. All right, Noodle Holtz, you're forgiven. Noodle Holtz saved this job. Eugene's definitely going to be on the job list next week. Outside the job center, asking for any mod positions. Shotgun? Imagine if it worked like that. Drink some ginger. I think I do have some in here. I don't know. I have to let Eugene go. Yeah, I think he might be. Getting fired. What's good, bro? Monday afternoon. What's good, Levi? How's it going, brother? You get Monday off in the army. Nice. Not bad. All right, chat. Look, drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. Montana, good morning. I'm here 6:30 every day. I know you are, Jay. I know you are, man. I see it. I see it. All right. Renter Rocks, what's good? Good morning, man. Even though it's like nighttime for you. I guess it might even be morning again, right? I don't know. In real life gym stream. I'd actually love to do that, but my gym, actually could get away with it, to be fair, because my gym's full of like fucking idiots that don't know how to train. And so they have like, some of them have FaceTime with their personal trainers on whilst they're training. So they get their phone on a tripod, put FaceTime on, call their trainer, and then they just go around with their trainer on FaceTime. And they're paying for that. It's crazy. But I can put my phone there and just have it on stream and I get away with it. Legendary trainer finessing? I know, like £100 an hour or some shit to sit on FaceTime. That's goated. Last night's meal, 6 eggs, half a pack of salmon, 2 slices of sourdough with half a carton of cottage cheese smacked with olive oil. That's a W meal, bro. That sounds fucking sick. Like smoked salmon or what? Eggs, smoked salmon and cream cheese is fucking good. Paying someone to train you is diabolical? Nah, paying someone to train you, firstly, yeah, I wouldn't do it, but at least you want them to show up in person. You don't want to be on FaceTime with someone. I think that's insane. Yeah, smoked salmon's banging. This week we get to film some fighter helicopters. There's a small chance we can ride with them. That's insane. Yo, Levi, that would be sick. Just jump in the pilot's chair and just take it. Just... that type of shit, you know? Last time you said you plan to move to Thailand, they're having an earthquake right now. Lucky? Yeah, I know, crazy. But nah, I'm not moving to Thailand anymore. $15-minute close, bearish below the level, chat. Interesting. That's crazy. SG, explain why people aren't using plates anymore. They just like the wooden chopping boards. I don't know, they think it looks bougie. I like a good plate. I think it's also less washing up, right? According to them. It doesn't really make sense because, I don't know. Some sick POV filming? Yeah, trust me. Exactly that. Yeah, should we make a meal? Just $1 million right now. Yeah, you still have to wash. Yeah, I know. It doesn't make sense. It's just, I don't know. Full port the account. Chat, if you had 10 lots. 10 lots. $10 lots times by X equals 1 mil, right? So, it's 100,000. You need 100,000 pips for the 10 lot to make a mil. That's a lot of pips. Is that right? No, that's not right. That's not right. It's 10,000 pips. I was gonna say that seemed a bit ridiculous. It's 10,000. You know, that's actually achievable. That's actually achievable. Let's look at the stats from last year. So last year, up until now, we did 1,530 pips, okay? So, if we don't get any better at trading, it'd take us like 10 years. And that's without increasing your lot size as well. Less than 10 years, like 8. 1,530. 10,000 divided by 1,500. 6.5 years. But obviously, every single time you would make a bit of profit, you'd increase your lot size, and you also get better at trading, right? Like, it just happens. March has been a tough month, to be fair. Why is the next... Wait. Why is the most recent trades not on here? It should be, right? I'm confused. Anyway, yeah, it's what it is. Look, so why is that? Anyway, March has been an interesting month. What did you say? $500,000 a year. Trading 10 to 20 lots is enough to make 10K a week easily, I'd say. Yeah. $500,000 a year, but yeah, the problem is, like, people think like that, but you're gonna have losing weeks still. You're not gonna win every trade. 5-minute about to close, bullish engulfing, and 30-minute closure in 10 minutes. Grabbed enough to push off the higher low, maybe. I'm not too sure though. I'm not the biggest fan of this. 15-minute no bottom wick. 30-minute is flipping, which is okay, but like, there's no position. 1 hour close here in about 9 minutes. I mean, let's see. Oh, chat, by the way, if anyone wants to become a clipper for the streams, for all the content and etc., you will be paid. If you have any editing experience or anything like that, we're gonna hire a lot of clippers. So shout me, and I'll get you involved. All right, cool. Sorry, I just got a message. Nice. All right, chat. Yeah, this looks a bit tough. To be honest, what I think I'm gonna do here, instead of like staying on for no reason, I'm gonna go rest my voice so that hopefully I can stream for the rest of the fucking session, the rest of the week. Because my voice is absolutely fucking killing me right now. I don't see a position here for a while, to be honest, at least to the 4-hour close. I need to see a big pullback before I can actually grab anything. Yeah, chat, that's what I'm gonna do, to be honest. I appreciate it's been a very quick stream. Hopefully I answer some of you guys' questions, but like I said, my voice is fucking agony right now. Huge range, yeah, it is Baron. What's good, man? Yeah. look, chat, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. All right, make sure you join the Discord if you haven't already. Drop a like on the stream, all that good sort of thing. But for right now, there's no setup. I'm gonna go rest my voice and try and recover a little bit. Hopefully, I'll see you guys. Well, no, I will definitely see you guys tomorrow. 100% I'll stream. Otherwise, chat, I appreciate you guys for pulling up. Much love. Peace out. And I'll catch you all in the next one, yeah? Bye-bye. Dubs.